I came in here with zero expectations other than I wanted like a cool fucking tent. You know what I mean? Like just I don't really care.
I got you on that. But before I get into designing it, I kind of wanted to ask you, I have the reference picture that you sent in, which again, it has like the two lines going down it with the sparkles and some dots around it too, which I believe in the inquiry we said you only want to do one line, correct?
Yeah, I think I changed my mind.
So enough around it. Okay.
Instead of, like I was just thinking, instead of one down my spine, which will probably really freaking hurt.
Okay, fair enough. That's another question that I was going to ask.
One on each side.
You wanted it to go all the way down, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay, fair enough. What about the reference photo, like the element part, do you like the most, and what do you dislike about it?
So, I actually saved a bunch of other pictures.
That's pretty cool then though, because it gives me some room, some wiggle room. Knowing too that you have that tattoo up there, we don't want to make it too wide. We don't want it to come too close to that tattoo that you have up there. But I mean, when it comes down to it, these elements are super, super cool. I think it's gonna be a pretty. See, but then like when you're looking at the straight spine one, where it's just one line, but it's not actually a line. It's just a bunch of elements like this one.
Yeah.
I do like that as well too. Like, you know what I mean?
I like them all.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think the only thing like in my head, which I didn't necessarily know that you didn't want until we met, was like a straight line going down your back. That was the first thing I'm thinking. We don't want to do just like a straight line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So if we can, I feel like I might create a little bit of like two versions, just so that way I can kind of confirm myself too. But if we could get something going like this and it fits, I think it'll be a super cool tattoo. But then as well, like if we get something like this is impossible to do. So I feel like it might take me a little bit more time, but I'm gonna just sit for like 20 minutes and kind of go back and forth between the two, and then hopefully design something that I think both of us really like. I think it'll be a really fun tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah. You want me to lift it up?
No, it's pretty good like that. Right now what I'm looking for, so like right here, it kind of ends, which is the closest point to the middle of your back.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I want to steer clear of. Knowing that this guy is a bit close, I might stick to the one line design. Because if we separate it into two, we're gonna have to get the two middle lines like this going in the middle of your back as well too, and what that's going to do is it's going to push you closer to this tattoo that you have right here.
Okay.
So like if I could put it into perspective, I know it's a little tough to like feel, but like the middle of your back is somewhere like right there, right? Okay. And then this guy is like right there. It's like less than an inch away from each other.
It's that close.
Yeah, it's pretty close, yeah. Okay. And at the same time, I still want to make sure that it's even with your back. You know what I mean? So I think what the vibe would be to do is to do the one line, just stick to that for right now. And then instead of again creating like a straight line going down your back, we just get those nice little elements. And then what I'll do is when I place a stencil, I'll make sure that whichever one goes in this area isn't like element wise, like it isn't so like big and round, like and so close to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
because we could get.
Sure.
I'm gonna get something on the iPad, and then I'll kind of pop back in and show you that as well. And sorry for the wait.
No worries. I'm just heading out.
This is alright, let me show you this. Of course, let me know how you feel about it.
Okay.
To make sure, like when I designed it, I wanted some of them to be bigger than the others. So I wanted like some standout points in the tattoo, even though it's not going to be super big on your back. You want to make sure again that it still has like some movement going on. So I kind of want this to be the main attraction, and then it's kind of going to trickle downward. So this is like ideally I wanted it to go like on almost like on your shoulder area. I don't know how far you want to go up as well too. I was thinking a little bit on like the peak of the neck as well. I think it'll look nice, yeah. If
That's kind
just
of
a little bit.
how I always decide.
Okay.
Most times.
Yeah, fair
where
enough.
it fits is where it goes.
That's gonna be important too, especially with the other tattoo that you have as well. Overall, how do you feel about this?
I like it.
Do you?
Yes.
Perfect. Alright guys, so we got my client in the building and she is looking to get a spine tattoo. In the beginning, she sounded like she didn't really know what she wanted to get, which was almost not true. She had a little bit of an idea in her head on what she wanted to get, but you know, as an artist, that's kind of why she came to me as well too, because she has this vision, she has multiple things in her head that she likes, but she doesn't know how to translate that into one design. So you know, when she came in, I had to kind of just get that out of her, but again, it took me like 20-25 minutes to design this. Once I seen her back, I noticed that it needed to be a one-line design, basically meaning that it's just one line going straight down her back with the elements that we added in it as well too. Reason being because she has a tattoo on her right shoulder blade, and it was kind of inching a little bit close to the middle. It wasn't in the middle, but it was very close to it, maybe like a centimeter or two. And so because of that, if I made the design a 2-line design, which is originally what she wanted, it would have been pretty close to that tattoo, no matter how short we close the distance on it or anything like that. I didn't want it to be too close to that tattoo. It would have fell off. It wouldn't have looked balanced. So we went ahead and we agreed that the 1-line design was definitely the best bet to do, adding the components that we added, so that way it's not just a stale line going right down. Tattoo, I definitely like how it came out. I love the components that we added in it as well too. I like the idea that it's one line going directly down her back. I feel like the symmetry is pretty good on it, and yeah, again, overall I think it's a pretty solid tattoo. She enjoyed it a lot as well too. I didn't get to capture the reaction video, but again, trials and errors, I'll definitely be getting more of those in the future. But for now, let me know what you guys think.